Alright, what's going on? I am making this video to help out someone from Durian Riders coaching group. This person is looking to buy their first ever road bike. This person, uh, I I follow them on Strava. They ride a mountain bike and they ride on the road and they do a lot of climbing. This person does a lot of climbing. So I think if this person got a road bike, they'd be a beast on this bike. So I want to help you out. I want to show you, what you should be looking out for and things like that. So we're gonna look at the bike. This is a Scott CR1 carbon bike with a Shimano 105 crank, it looks like. And let's look through the pictures to see what we can tell from this bike. Okay, so it looks like there's some blemish around the paint here. You can see here, there's chips of paint that have come off. So that immediately decreases the value of the bike. The bike apparently is going for 680,000 pesos. I think that's pesos. I might be wrong. Which is $1,200. That's a lot of dinero. You may as well buy a brand new bike at that point for $1,200. Maybe you probably have to replace the rims on this thing, and all that. You may as well have just bought a brand new bike and stuff like that. So I'm here to show you why you shouldn't be paying that much. You should be paying a max $700, ideally $500 in case you have to replace anything. So $500 is really what we're looking for. So yeah, paint blemish. The cassette looks pretty good. It looks like it was probably recently replaced. It's got Shimano 105 rear derailleur. That looks pretty decent. Now the rim is a different story. This rim, so I got my rim here. I got a bike over here. This is the Giant Contend. It's just an indoor trainer bike. I ride it in the winter, indoors, and I just ride this bike. I did take it to Florida, and it was okay. It was decent. The bike is definitely heavy. It's an aluminum bike. Anyway, so here's my rim that I took off my bike. You can see this rim is shiny. It's smooth. It's flat. You can see the wear indicator, this little black line. Now look at that rim compared to this one. This rim looks worn. You can see it looks like there's just like 3 markings because of the brakes. So you'll probably have to replace the rim. And the hub, the hub could be trashed. There might be a lot of play in it. So you might need new rims. Let's keep looking. And those rims look heavy too. It's not that heavy, but if you want a lightweight bike, you definitely probably need new rims on this thing. So here's the front view of this bike. So you can see the brakes don't even say Shimano 105. So those brakes are no brand. Again, so cheap brakes. It looks like the hub too is cheap. I don't know. I'm kind of guessing. Maybe they're not. Maybe if they're 105 hubs, then that means they're good wheels. That means they're lightweight. But yeah, no, cheap brakes, cheap wheels, worn wheels. The tire looks pretty good. Here we go, Shimano 105 shifter. The handlebar looks clean. Something I'd worry about with a triathlete is that they sweat a lot, so there might be salt corrosion on the handlebar, which means you have to replace your handlebar. But this looks pretty clean, so I'd say the handlebar is pretty safe. But what you want to look out for when you're buying a secondhand bike is that look up Durian Riders Ring of Death videos. So what happens is the headset, right? So this is that part of the headset. What happens is it'll loosen, and then what happens is the fork there'll be a lot side to side play, and what happens is a ring will start to create on the steerer. And so when that happens, the fork will eventually fatigue or wear out and just snap. And that's because the owner didn't check their headset to make sure it was tight. That happens on brand new bikes. I buy my bikes, brand new, and I assemble my own bikes. And sometimes the headset will start to loosen and I can feel it. And I try to tighten it up as soon as I can. So, you know, so what could happen is, you could injure yourself or worse. So what you want to do is if you could pop it off right there, but that kind of takes a lot of work to do, in my opinion. I've tried it. I can make a video doing it. Durian Ryder's done it. You can look up Durian Ryder doing it. He makes it look easy, but I don't know. I tried it, but so yeah. I mean, if you end up buying the bike, then and you take it out after you buy, take out the fork after you buy it, you inspect it. Yeah, then and you need a new ring. I mean, new fork, because it's got a ring of death. Then you could order a new fork, but you won't have the original fork. So and then you spend more money on a brand new fork, and and yeah. So it's late, and I'm getting tired. It's like 11:38 p.m. So I hope this helps. I hope this helps you out. I would wait to see what's out there. Maybe there's another bike that comes around, or go check out the bike. Really get some experience, and see if my advice helps you to be able to catch these things on this bike. Or who knows? Maybe you end up liking the bike and you buy it for $1,200. But again, I think you could do $500. Butter up the customer, tell them they're a triathlete. Ask about what it's like being a triathlete, how do they feel. Tell them about your interest in riding 100 miles. Tell them that this is going to be your first ever road bike, and you can't really afford an expensive brand new bike or something. I don't know. Just have a chit chat with them. And I can't really vouch for myself. I haven't had any success in buying a bike off of Facebook Marketplace. It's not because of lack of trying. It's mainly because I don't really want another bike. I have enough bikes as it is, but I'm always looking out for some nice bikes, and I've been making mistakes because I lowball the person right away instead of having a chit chat. So I'm learning, thanks to Durian Ryder's advice too. I'm learning and taking in his advice. So anyways, that's it. I hope this helps you out. Let me know if you find another bike and Durian Ryder can't help you out. Ask me and I'll try to help you as best as I can. I really like these bikes because of how simple they look. External cables, easy to work on, and things like that.